survival out here now. And the heavyweight title is hanging in the balance in what has turned out to be an unexpected drama.
You're fresh, man. We're going out there and whoop his ass. Let's go, Big Jack.
One in the mouth. A clear picture of the title of Larry Holmes' left eye. Larry Holmes was slipping that punch. He didn't get the full brunt of it, but it scored nonetheless. Ray, there's a man in the audience here now named Sugar Ray Robinson, who fought a famous fight, a return fight with Randy Turpin. Turpin opened up his eye in the middle of the fight, much like this. Robinson, knowing he didn't have much time, went out and stopped Turpin.
That's why I'm expecting the same thing from Larry Holmes, because that eye is really affecting his performance now. It's really bothering him.
It's interesting enough, I think, that if Larry Holmes does come back and win this fight, he might get more respect out of this fight than any fight preceding this, and he's probably been closer to losing this fight than any fight preceding this. This is the 9th round. It's a long road.
Every time that glove, whether it's a jab or whether the glove just touches the eye, it starts to bleed.
Holmes' corner told him, box, box, box. Keep your man off you. That's what Larry Holmes is doing here so far in the 9th round.
You know, I really expected Bonecrusher Smith to hit Larry, and then nothing happened. But on the other hand, Larry's hit Smith, and nothing really happened. It's just the opposite way around.
Holmes working the jab pretty effectively now. Smith has not been on him, and the blood is not as bad in this round. It's very hard for Holmes, I'm sure, Ray, to see those wide arcing right hands.
When they come with such a force. I think wherever the punch lands, it still hurts.
Holmes jabbing very well. When he does get his man inside, he holds him, fighting a very intelligent round here.
Right back, Big Jack. Right back.
Oddly enough, the bleeding over the left eye of Larry Holmes is almost diminished here in this round. Hard to believe from a cut that nasty.
There's a very good cut man in his corner. Larry's doing the right thing of tying Smith up, but then again, he still shouldn't be that close to him, especially with the cut that he has.
There's a good right hand by Holmes, but it was caught on the top of the head pretty much by Smith.
Larry Holmes' professionalism carried that round, and now the burden of proof is on Bonecrusher Smith and whether he can take advantage of this turn of events. And there is Smith.
He's still laughing.
Come on.
And there is the former Walker Smith, Sugar Ray Robinson.
He looks great.
Well into his 60s and looks very well.
Be the boss. Take free control.
You want to disappoint your wife and kid and me? Cross yourself. But come on, baby, let's do it. Well, let's do it, punch. Let's get this coach to the punch.
You know what you're doing? You've been doing it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now let's work.
Under control now. You got to do it.
Let's work.
Wipe the water out.
And so we come to the 10th round. cut over the left eye of Larry Holmes. In Smith's corner, they were giving him the old, you don't want to disappoint your wife and kids routine. Smith took a good shot from Holmes.
You know, Larry Holmes is a very good cut man, Percy Richardson, and he still has not been able to stop the bleeding because the flow of blood is still coming down.
And the right hand by Smith makes it come a little bit more.
This has been somewhat a fast-paced fight, Barry. There's fatigue signs in both men. Not much movement, and it's basically each fighter is trying to land a bomb, which has been really the right hand.
Smith continuing to smile at his man. And they're both talking to each other now.
That was very good sportsmanship from Larry Holmes. They were complaining about the headbutts.
Both these men are going to know they've been in a fight, I'll tell you that. There's going to be some aches and pains tomorrow.
Oh, for sure, that's a given. Because they both go to the body and up to the head.
And they both, at this point, seem to be biding their time waiting for a big right hand.
And that's the problem, Barry. They both are just looking for one big shot. Whereas that normally if Larry would use that left jab more, the punches would fall into place. For Smith, he's doing the right thing and turning this boxing match into a fight.
Smith has been very cautious over the last couple of rounds. He doesn't want to make a careless mistake. By the same token, he's had his best success when he's been more aggressive. And now the blood really showing on the face of Larry Holmes.
You know what happens when Larry throws that right hand, and whether it lands or not, Smith ducks his head. And he had the collide of heads.
That the blood is not really flowing into the eye of Larry Holmes, but on one or two occasions. So it's not really affecting his vision. But there's no question about how serious the cut is. There's a lot of blood.
I have Larry Holmes well ahead in this fight.
Are you listening to me? You got this man there in front, you don't want to cut it.
All right, Big Jack, you can take a look here and see that James Bonecrusher Smith is going into a country he's never been in before. He's never completed 10 full rounds in his career.
Remember, keep the right hand short because he's going to counter right back with his right hand.
Let's listen in Bonecrusher's corner.
No gap here. Let's work for it. Let's work for it.
There's Larry Holmes.
All right? Let's work for it. Two separate those ropes. He'll throw that left up the right corner.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Do your job. Do your job. Do your homework. Now do your job. Do your homework. Give me a towel.
Larry Holmes finding this is a hard way to earn an easy million.
I would think so. And the pace picks up appreciably at the start of the 11th round. Since Emil Griffith has been with Bonecrusher Smith, he's 10 for 10 with 10 knockouts. And he can't hardly do any better than that. But he's never seen anybody like he's seeing tonight.
One thing about it, Smith really prepared himself for this fight. He's in great condition. Even mentally, he prepared himself to fight Larry Holmes. Because normally, any guy that fights for the title, that's the biggest obstacle, the psychological obstacle. And he's definitely overcome that.
Holmes digging to the body, and Smith reciprocates.
Watch your head's going in now.
Holmes' corner wants wants him to go downstairs, and men come up.
When Smith throws his left hook, it doesn't look effective.
There was a good right hand by Holmes.
It doesn't look effective, but it's very deceptive. A lot of power behind it.
And a good left hook by Holmes. Two good punches by Holmes, and now the blood continues to pour from Bonecrusher Smith.
Now you'll see an artist at work.
And a good right hand by Holmes, and that slowed Smith up. And there's quite a lot of blood above the eye of Smith. Smith is actually bleeding.